Okay, happy campers. Here we are with... What am I doing in here? I don't need to be in here. The third day of exploring the Atelier maze. Atelier maze. Back here. I don't think I need the coins for anything anymore. Ever. I don't think... I genuinely think the only thing I need is at least one gem to create the secret passage here. So we've done 2 days back here. Each day we've done 3 rows, 3 ranks of the Atelier version of the house. And so today I think we can finish this off. We can get to the final 3 ranks. So what we've spelled out using the painting puzzles so far has been... Let me look. I have a picture up with the map because, as I explained in the other 2 videos, I don't have the whole thing memorized. It's a bit more complicated. Like, the painting puzzle in the house about the 8 gates was easier for me to memorize. So even though I've thrown out my notes from my original playthrough when I wasn't filming, I remembered that. That was an easy one to just remember. This one was a little harder for me, so I needed to go back and look up the puzzle because there's a lot of complicated elements to this map. It's words, it's letters, it's lanterns, it's whole things. So the words we've made from the painting puzzle is Forge, Baron, Crest, Among, Huum, Blessed. I need to go to... There's the purple lantern. The first purple lantern here is rank 6. So one more is rank 7. This is where I want to be. Right? Yes. Then the words we found by solving the Morajai boxes are... Hue of wisdom to turn us right, a shade of rain to pass the light through lantern light and shadows past. We seek what's left of the lies we cast. So that's that. Let's enter. So this would be rank 7, and then it's the 5th one over, so 7E would be the den. And then, of course, we have our paintings right here. We have spear and... Well, this might not be spear, because this is like rate or spike. Oh, no, yes, spike and pike. That's what that is. Spike and pike. Let's do a Morajai box. That makes it the letter S. This one wants purple, so I need to turn these both into purple. That is going to be interesting. So, to get these together, I need to start by rotating this, because this guy needs to be not in the center. And I think he needs to be there so that he can do this, and we can turn that one purple. Now we're going to swap this. Rotate, maybe? Do that. Okay, now we have 4 purples. So I need to get the purples into the spots they need to be in. I need to get a purple down here and up there. So I definitely... Oh, this is so close. I think this will be it. This is it. Yeah. And so we have letter A. Moving on. So this over here should be 7D, which is a version of... Oh, it's the conference room. Right. This is the conference room. This is music, bar, farm, barn. That's what this was? Okay, I remember now. I also don't remember all of these. Like the painting puzzles in the house, there were a couple that are tricky, but most of them are pretty easy to figure out what you're doing. This one takes a little more work, but bar and barn, I believe, is what we're going to get there. To make an N is the missing letter. There's the Morajai box. This one wants yellow, so I do need to turn these to yellow. Do I need to turn both to yellow, or do I turn one of them to green? They can't. These need at least 2 things, so these can turn yellow or black, and that's the only thing they could turn. Is there a reason why I'd want another black one? So I can do this, bring this up, do this. That doesn't really help me. And if this goes up to the center, it's all over. So I can do this. Is there a reason why? Oh, no, I would want a black one down here. So that way I can move this around, bring an orange one up, and turn it yellow. Now bring this down like so. And then we're good. That one's not as hard as I was thinking it was going to be. This one says path. Okay. Let's keep going. This way does go to 7C, but I'm going to need to enter from a different angle. Which is... Well, okay, this is a lot. Maybe I need to enter... Okay, where am I going? Hold on. Let me review my map here. I have gone a complete wrong direction. How do I get to this here? I want to make sure I'm going into the rooms in an order, simply because I do not want to get lost, which I am, because I'm looking at the wrong room. This is... Okay, these are rooms from a different... Yeah, so I got lost. That's my fault for being an idiot. So I'm all the way up, I believe, at rank 9. So let's try this again. Gymnasium, that's obvious. Okay, at least I'm back on rank 7. I'm going to try to get back to where I'm going. Oh, I see. Okay, I'm reviewing the map. This is another thing that's hard to memorize, because again, everything looks exactly the same. So in the house, you can look at your map, everything looks different, it's easier to find your way around. I genuinely have to rely on a map here. So we're going to go in the gymnasium, which is 7A. That's where that spot is. You're just going to have to trust me, bro. We have first place lace. I think that's what this one was, so it's going to be a P. We're going to do a Mordjai box. And this one needs red. So hitting this is going to turn the black squares red, and then hitting that's going to turn that red. So I need to have them in place first. So we're going to rotate. So I definitely want to do this so I can get a pink one into the center. Because then I want to be getting... I need now these to be spread out a little more. This is close. This is it. Because now when I hit these, they're all going to turn red. Okay. 2! Alright, so red lantern. Okay, looking at the map, that makes that and... Okay, hold on. Orange lantern. That does head to 7B. But 7B requires a bit of a trek to get to. And I do have to go through another room to get it. Okay, that's frustrating. So let's find, again, the conference room. That is north, so let's turn this way. We're not going to go through the conference room. I'm just going to find it so I know where I am. So this is the conference room. This is the way around it. So we're going to go around this side of the conference room. Should be purple lantern, then a yellow. Okay, this will at least lead me to 7C. Sorry, I got to use an external reference. It'll happen. Why is that? Is that just because that's where the Mordjai box is? That might. But why does it only show up through this wall? That's weird. It is the Mordjai box, though. Let's look at the pictures. We have a pot and a thorn vine and a... What was this one again? This... What could... Okay, well, this would be a thorn. It could be a vine. It could be a... Oh, it could be a part of a rose. It could be a stem from this... Okay, stem, stem. That's where we go. Okay. Stem... stem, that makes A, the letter. This one is going to be a mix of yellow and black. Alright, so... This is a game ender here, so I can do this. I can move this around. I definitely want... So we want yellow and black. No. Hold on. Yellow, black goes there. Let's swap that. No, hold on. Swap that. I don't know what I'm doing. So these... I just need to get a black one there. That does require a bit of swappage. That's going to get that there. Now, let's swap in a gray. Let's get that out of here. This is the correct way. Now, to get a black one here, I need to get this yellow to the bottom. And then, like so. Oh, hold on, I can undo that. Get the yellow to the bottom. Let's get that. There, so now this should work out just fine. Okay. Great, we've done 4 of them in this row, but the trick now, okay, coming out of the guest bedroom, which is what this is, by the way, to get to the other room, I'm going to have to go through the dark room, which we did last time, and go to the yellow lantern, yes, and then turn up here, and go to the... Okay, is that correct for my map? Laundry room it is. Okay. So this one wants purple, so we got to turn both of these to purple. That's the only thing we can do. So we do need to do this. I could turn this to pink, and now I have free reign with the rotation. So now I need to, yeah, that turns purple. To get the rest... going to purple, that's how that will go, and now I just need to separate them. Ooh. I need to get that out of there. This is it. Got it. Find. Alright, let me navigate back to the main place. Oh, right, hold on. What's the painting puzzle here? We have the ship and we have the pliers. Or the tool and the something. What was this one? The tip. Oh, I remember. This is one you might have to look up. Did I look this one up? Oh, whatever. This you kind of have to know another term for the ship here that is a little less common, I guess. Is it true? Oh, no, it's not the ship. This one isn't the ship. This isn't a type of ship. This is just what is at the ship. So plier, pier. That's what this one is. Gosh, I don't know why I struggled with this one so much. I think I struggled with it the first time around too, and just for no reason. Plier, pier. You probably saw that and immediately went plier, pier. That makes it L. So to get back, I need to go through again this room and up. That's the guest bedroom. So, to summarize what we have, I'm going to be looking at my map for a second so I can summarize this. This is conference room from purple. So let's go around. And now we're at the hallway I want to be at. So, rank 7, the word spelled from the painting, P-L-A-N-S, is plans. The words spelling out the or making the full coded message say, to find our path, A. To find our path, a hue of wisdom to turn us right, a shade of rain to pass the light, through lantern light in shadows past, we seek what's left of the lies we cast. Okay, so let's start over here. This should be, am I right? Okay, this looks like the furnace, which would make this 8E. Good grief. I'm serious, like the first time you do this, you have to draw the map yourself. So I threw that out because I finished the game. And now I have to go back and look at a picture someone else made and I downloaded. That's just how it works. So globe, probably? Globe, there you go. That's a G. So we want blue. So we make more blue. Oh, this is gonna take a while. So the blue needs to turn into more blue. We do that by putting white in the center. So to get white in the center, we have to do this. No, because this needs to go up one rank. So I think to get it, we need it like this, and then we're going to push this into the center. So now this will act like white. It is a little stuck here though, so I don't really appreciate that so much. So I do this, I make 2 blue. So the goal is that the orange will also turn into a blue. So I need this to get back somehow. I could do this, and now I can swap that back over. So I need this up like so. This is still trapped in there. This isn't what I want. I don't want to do this because game over. I can bring this up here, bring this around. I have 3, so this is the right amount. I think this is the max amount I can get. So now this orange has got to get to a different place. So I can do this, move these over, like so I can get the yellow back down. Now, swap this. Do I want to swap it? No, swap this. Then swap with a different one. That doesn't really help me. I need to get yellow into the center? I think so. So I can bring this up. Now I got 4 blues. So this has got to go back up. This can go here. Now this has to go down. To get this to go down, swap that for a second. Now I want blue to copy. I need yellow to be back down. So now, hold on. This can be like so. So yellow, to get this up top, I need to swap. Well, if I swap, I can do this. I can swap. I can do this. I can put this back in here, and then we're good. Okay. Tricky. Truth. So let's head to... Is this a room across? Pump room is good for... Yeah, pump room is good. This is 8D. It's got a bowling pin. And pie pin. Yeah, that's got to be it. It's going to be an easy one. That's N. So we want purples, so these need to become purple. This could potentially become purple, but what else would be useful? If I put an orange in the center and then hit that, that turns purple. We would have a lot of them. Let's see. To make this... I need to swap something. Not a lot of swappage I can do. Well, hold on. This can swap with purple. And then we can bring that over here. Now we have another purple. Now we have another purple. So we got all our purples. So we need this up here. We need them to be spaced better, and then we need to bring this over and down, and we're done. Great. Let's head back where we came from, because this way heads to rank 9. We're going to do them in order, so just so I don't lose my flipping mind. So this way, red, 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 purple, that is going to be... What direction am I facing? I'm facing south, according to the map I have. This is going to be facing west, so we want to go here and then go up. There should be yellow lamp, but not in there yet. We're going to go in this one, which looks like the servants' quarters. And that's going to be a worm and a bat. Is that it? Well, that is definitely a bat. I can't think of any other word this will be. So this could be a word that's based on bat. It's not going to be taking anything away. So we add a letter, we could make baits. We can make baits. That's what it is. It's I. So this here is going to be looking for black. Now we make more black by not doing that. We make more black with... white turns to black. So we need to make more white squares. So the way to do that... Well... This makes more white squares. This makes more white squares. How do I make... There, there's 4. Now how do I get them to the top? Because there's no way to change the row. So I need them up there. So I think... Yeah, the only way to change anything here, because I definitely don't want to hit this square right now, is to bring a black square. But then I want to leave that, I think. Oops, wrong button. Then I want... No, there needs to be... It needs to be the center one. That's what needs to happen. So that I can then do this. And then I can put them in place. And I put white in. I clicked on that when I was done. Doggone it. Okay. So let's try that again. That's going to go here. We're going to bring this white over so it goes to the top. We're going to bring these. And now we have all the corners. We hit the red. And now we have black. There we go. I was just a little bit trigger happy there. Tint. So we should turn this way. And now to get into the next rooms, we have to go up this way and then on either side. That is it. So this is what we saw earlier when we saw the pool. I want to be here now. What is down here? Oh, it's just geometry of the room. More Ajai box. We got blue, but we want red. So to make more red, this turns white squares black. So if I put this square in the center, I can make... I just need to make a bunch of black squares and then turn them red. This is a game ender. And those will turn... No, this will just turn them black. That'll be fine for now, right? No, now I have no white squares is the thing. So I would need to get all of these in position. Which isn't impossible. Because I just bring this. Bring that up. This has to go down, which is done by swapping these. Is it done? Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. So okay, let's try this again. Let's put this in the center so that these can turn. I could just say swap them like this, and now they're all in position. I don't know why I didn't just do that. That's an easier way to solve the puzzle. Hey! So now, the way out of here, we have 3 exits, and the arrangement is such that red, red, orange. Orange is going to take me to the room I want, which is the foyer, which should have the painting puzzles here. Tree, book. Okay, I'm going to skip that for a second. Also, I forgot the painting puzzle in here. Sorry to everyone. 8, ear. Date, ear. Well, let's start with ear. Ear is going to be the word here. So this is going to have something added to it. Deer, no, that doesn't spell anything. Year, Y-E-A-R. That's going to be that. That's going to be a Y. And then over here, we have a tree and a book, which I'm going to think about while I solve the actual Morajai puzzle. Greens we want, so we need to turn these into green. Is there any reason... I can swap here. I can swap this and then bring some stuff down. This... I can do this. And then... This is turn green if I hit it. But how would I get it to another section? Like... There's this, but how do I get another one up here? This is how, and then I need to get a green here somehow. Like this, and now I need to do this again. I need to do it like that. There we go. That gets it done. So I think that's everything in this row. Oh, right, except this. You know what? I think this one was one of the trickier ones I had trouble with. Book, tree. Alright, this is clearly Christmas, so we're going to look for a Christmassy word. There's no Christmassy word that's close to the word book, so this is going to be a different word. Oh, this is going to feel like bullshit. Sorry. So, another word for a book like this could potentially be a novel. N-O-V-E-L. Another word for Christmas, Noel. That was this one. I remember. Novel, Noel. So that makes it a V. That one kind of feels mean. So out of this, this is going east, this is going north. So rank 8, then the letters from the painting spell out vying, and the letters or the words from the boxes spell out cast a tint of truth. So all together we have cast a tint of truth to find our path, a hue of wisdom to turn us right, a shade of rain to pass the light, through lantern light and shadows past we seek what's left of the lies we cast. We almost have a hint to how to solve the puzzle going ahead. So archive here is going to be our rank 9 room A, top left corner, banana and horse. What would that mean? Well, the horse, I think we did trot before, but what does this say? Well, the banana is there something wrong with banana? No, let's just look at the Morajai box. This needs to be orange, and this needs to be red. So I need to have 2 reds and 2 oranges. This does not look easy. Well, let's look at how to get some stuff here. The orange can only turn to gray, because that's the only thing that I have 2 of in a color. So I want to swap. I want purple to be here, so I can put... Hold on. Let's get the red there. So I can get an orange in by doing this. But now red is going to be... There's really no way around that. I can do it this way. And then I would want to make sure that I swap in orange. No. I'd want to make sure I swap in black. because I can get the black up to the top again and swap it back. So now I have red and orange, but they're arranged slightly wrong. This would just... No, I think this would be fine. I think this is the arrangement that I want. But now I'm stuck with this because, well, red can be on either side of these. I need to get another orange to the bottom. So I do that by getting this up to the top again. Let's put the gray there. So let's get that back up to the top. Let's get this down one and then swap it in. So now we have these in the wrong order. This is the wrong order up here as well. So this is fine down here. If I press this red, we're good. But I do need to get... That is how this should go. Now... Crap. It might be easier than I'm making this out to be, but I'm struggling for some reason here. I don't really want this to go down on any of these, because it's going to ruin what I have. This... I can swap and then... swap. And then move this over, get that down like so. Then I guess there's really not much I can do with this yet. I think I might have bricked this one. Okay, this one's tough. This one's tough, I'll be honest. Or at least it is for me. Because I need to get a red and orange, red, orange. Now I just need one red in either row, and then the black is the other one. Because that just makes this. So this is the first step that feels right, because it immediately gets this going on. Now I can get this down at the bottom. So now I want to do this trick again, where I put an orange at the top. Nope. No, I put the purple at the top. And I put this here. And I can get another orange, but it's in the wrong position. This guarantees, but it's in the wrong. This would put him in the right spot. But now down here... Oh. I could make this go down. No, this would still be the wrong spot for it to go down. I could bring this up, but this down to here. And bring that down. This would still make it the wrong spot. This would be okay. I did it like this, would it change? Yes. That would make it the right spot. And now I need this, and it should be fine. Okay, got it that time. Through! Well, that wasn't an ordeal. So which way do I... Oh, right. Banana and horse. Trot. Because last time we saw the horse, it was trot. And there's no way horse can get to anything banana related. Trot can be trout. It can be... Okay, no. I remember. Trot can be rot. This could be a rotting banana. Okay. That'd be R. No, that'd be a T. That's the letter that's being removed. So which way? I need to see a red lantern because orange is going to be north or south. Actually, it doesn't matter which way I go out yet. So if I go orange and I see red the other way, I went south. So this should be north. And then I could keep going and then go into this room, which should be 9B, which is the chapel. Yeah, we're good. Here's a orange eye. We need orange. Okay, so we need to turn these orange, which is as simple as making sure there's... Okay. So I can swap like this. This will turn orange, which is what I need. Now I need to get all these down. So this will do so. Now I need to get another one of these orange. Which is going to be tricky. So I think this is how. And then we're going to put this here so we can swap it into the center. That's fine. Lantern. Cool. We have a 3 and a tree. Is it that simple? Yes, it is. It's an H. So the central exit is leading me to the vestibule. Right, this is 9C. This is the replacement of the antechamber. So we'll come back to this later. Bottle, metal. Metal, bottle, wine, win. Wine, win, it's an E. Got it. Black and purple we need. Oh dear. To make more purple, this has to turn purple. How is that going to be possible? How is that going to be possible? Oh, I don't need it. I need 4 separate colors. Oh dear, I thought it should be 2 because I saw black and purple. Black, purple, red, and orange. So I need to get a black one to the top. I probably never want to click on the red. I need to get purple to the top. So that's just a matter of swapping. So I can swap in like this as well. Actually, hold on. Let's bring this to the top like so. And then let's swap it into the top. So that way this is all set. Now down here I need the orange and the red. So those do need to go down. So the only thing I can think of to do that is by swapping with this and then just swapping something out. Actually, hold on, like this. Swap this in. So I need to get the orange down by swapping this in. Orange is going to go up first. Going to swap. That's going to swap. We're going to swap the black in place so that we don't ruin this. Oh, we ruined it. I ruined it immediately. Okay, so let's get these down first. So the proper way is to get this going. Bring that up. Swap it in. We bring red up. Now red has got to go back down. So let's swap in. Oh, swap in this. Oh, no. Swap in so I can go to the corner. Swap the red into there. Now we're going to swap that in the corner for a second. Let's get it out of that spot. Oops, let's get that in there. Let's get this in here. Now I need to get the orange piece down, so let's swap this into play. To get the orange one down, I need purple to be up here. So purple's going to do this. Now we're going to swap... Oops. Purple needs to get back up, so it needs to go down, like so. Now I am almost entirely in place. It'd be nice as well to swap this in place. So we're going to do this, but now everything I do sucks. So, because this is going to just put me back where I started. So to get this going, I do need to have a black piece down here, like so. And then we're going to do this. Now we have these, none of them in the middle. So I'm going to swap for a second here. No, I do need this in the middle somehow, because I don't want this, because this is the only way to get this out of here, right? But then I need to get this back down. To get this down, I need to purpletize it again. And then do the mighty swap. And now this goes back to the center, which is not what I want. Because I want it to be like this. So maybe I try another angle of this sort of thing. No. Is there a way to get this down? Because maybe I want the gray. If I do this, I want orange here and red there. So red has got to be to the left of orange. So it can be here. So I can swap it with this piece. But if I do, I want to swap like this, but now it's to the right of orange. It's to the right of orange again if I do this. Nope, wrong button. Okay. What am I missing here? So I need quite a bit going on. So let's get this out of the way. Get the purple up. Let's get the red. Let's get the orange up first. What would that do? Let's get this here. And now I want to swap. Swap again because I want to get this swapped in. Swap that. That goes here. This puts, again, it's to the right, which makes this wrong. I need those to be flipped. I need it to be like this. Now to get the purple up, I need to bring it and then swap, but it can't swap with this piece. So it has to swap here. But now I think I'm boned. No, not necessarily. I can swap into here, and then I can swap this down, but now these are not quite in the right spot. But I can move this up. I can do another one of these fancy... Oh, no! Oh, God. Meant to hit this button. Alright, then. Do this. This needs to swap here, and now this needs to go there. Swap it up. So this is correct, but now I need this piece to be down low. So I can swap this here. If I bring, now these are both here. This needs to get swapped into the top row, like so. Now this needs to be swapped into the bottom, I think. I need, will this work? Yes. This should work. Good grief. Hard puzzles. Light. Great. So now over here, we need to go looking for an entrance, which is going to be... Oh, look, 2 entrances here. That's great. So this is 9D, which looks like our coat check, which has a spear again and a pair. That's nice and easy. That's an S. Okay, we want black and blue. Well, we have enough for that. We just need to figure out how to get blue to the top. So I need to swap. So I can do this and swap pretty easily, like so. And the reason to do this is to get a black piece down here. Now I want to get a blue piece up there, which is going to be done with this kind of thing. And we get a black piece. Oops. Hold on, let's quickly do this. That's how that's going to go. So now I have black and blue, and they're in the right spot. That one was much easier than I thought it would be. In! Last but not least, this is the... Oh, it's the aquarium. Lace? Lash? No, that's not right. Lash. This is not a lace. That's not the shoelace from the other one. That's a leash, which makes that a lash, which makes this an E. Okay. Orange. It has a lot of ones, but we want yellow. So I need to make more yellows. Dear me. How on earth? So this can become an orange if I get orange into the center. To get orange into the center, I need to do some interesting work. This will turn other things black. It'll only turn white cells black. So let me rotate, get this to be white. Get that to the top. Now I can move the rotator and still don't know how I'm going to get this the way I like it. Hold on. Let's put the rotation in the center. And then let's get... This way I can get orange into the center, but then blue needs to turn into yellow. So... that's what that needs to be. Like this. So now the blue, this sort of thing. Huh. Well, this is the only way to make this behave like orange. Gonna rotate it. Almost. Okay. This put orange in the center, but this yellow is not close enough. How about from here? No. I need the yellows to be in a slightly different arrangement here. This is closer. If I move the orange in place, I need the blue to be just one more over. Right? Like this. Oh. I wish I could swap these two as well. Maybe I can. This is okay. This is an interesting predicament I'm in. Now to get these, really not a way to get this any further unless I were to use this to actually move it like that. Move it further away. This would be like so, but then this is sort of like, it's just not in the spot I want it to be in. Okay, cool, but now it won't turn to the color I want, right? That's just not going to happen. That's not what I wanted either. Okay, so I need to get the orange, the blue has to turn to yellow first, so I need the blues to be surrounding this. But to get this, first of all, it needs to be, the white needs to be in the center. So that, no, white needs to be up here so that when I turn it to black, now we have this. We can do this, and we can move it to the center. So what I want, blue to be surrounded by yellow while these are far apart. But then how do I get the blues? This might be it. So I've got them surrounded. That's going to turn yellow. Great. Now I just have to turn orange to yellow, which is going to be a much easier task. Because all I got to do is swap into place. And there. So now I have 4 yellows. So I just have to get them into position. I need to make this... Okay. I don't know why that was so difficult for me, but it was. Sketches! That's it. That's the whole thing. So that basically fills out the just the basic mapping part of the puzzle. We now know all the letters, all of the words, and of course all the lanterns, which I haven't been like specifically marking. So spelling out this row of letters from the painting, we get THESE, which is these, and the words spell out through lantern light and sketches. So here is the entirety of the hint. The words from the painting puzzle spell out, "These vying plans forge barren crest among Huam blessed." Sorry, I have to read off something else. I don't have that memorized. That sounds like nonsense, but the words from the Morajai boxes say, "Through lantern light and sketches cast, a tint of truth to find our path, a hue of wisdom to turn us right, a shade of rain to pass the light. Through lantern light and shadows past, we seek what's left of the lies we cast." So what we get from that, through lantern light and secrets cast, we're going to be using the colors of these lanterns. And we're going to find a path. And what this means should seem a little obvious. If we head back to this room, the vestibule, where there's clearly a door here we're trying to get through. So we need to make a path to this room, and it's going to be from the start. And we have to use the colors of the lanterns. Now, the turning right, going straight, and going left, we don't fully understand yet. But what we can do is just try to figure out which color is going to get us to the vestibule. Unfortunately, I'm not going to have enough steps to do this. How do I get back home? So this way, this will take me to the eastern, which goes all the way. So I'm going to need to review the map to see which colors, if any, I can follow from the starting point and take that color only all the way to the vestibule. And in this path I can go through rooms, which is why I say I'm not going to have enough steps, because I will run out of steps before I get there, because I'll be going in and out of rooms. So I'll save it for another day. What I will say, from this starting point, we will have to go up a hallway because there's no south entrance into any of these rooms. Therefore, we will have to pass a lantern to start the path. There are 5 colors of lantern to start. At the far end down there, at the west, is green. The second hallway has purple. The third has yellow. The fourth has red. The fifth has blue over there. And the sixth has orange. Those are the 6 colors. Looking at the map and having made one of my own way back when, there is only one blue lantern, the one that's right over here. So I'm going to just cross that off the list. We can't make a path going with this blue lantern. We're going to have to pick something else. And every other lantern type we start with has at least a few moves that are obvious from the start. Like if I pick red, I can go straight and then turn right, and there's another red lantern, so I can take this path. What I'm going to do is, off camera, I'm going to figure out what the route is, and then in the following day or days, however long it takes, we're going to walk the path through Lantern Light and Sketches Cast, A Tint of Truth. And I'm going to look this one up again because I know there's some extra tricks to it. There's loads of like really cleverly hidden solutions in here that aren't even required to just give extra little points, I guess. You get to pat yourself on the back and say you've done just a wonderful job. So I'm going to look at all that and make sure I'm not missing something with my solution, because you can like do it right and get your game-ending thing while still not finding everything. So I'm just going to look at that some other time and then come back and do the puzzle. But for now, we have finished mapping out the entire atelier. Holy crap, we're done. Oh, I don't have to do that again. Morajai boxes weren't too bad. There were a couple that were really tricky, but... so you're probably wondering now, of course you are, like, okay, if I was willing to pull up a solution and read off of that, am I just doing that for this whole thing? No, this is the only time. Every other time in this, I am relying on memory, and of course I'm trying to make this a playthrough where I only solve puzzles that are possible to solve without foreknowledge. This one, I also tried to do so, but I used the map simply to keep my head on straight, so I didn't have to draw a bunch of notes, because then every video would be 6 hours long as I went through all these notes. So I used it for that. But solving the Morajai boxes, for instance, that was without a guide. I'm not using a guide even now to solve the Morajai boxes. You're watching me solve in real time, so it's obvious from the ones that take me a long time. I just don't remember how to solve them. Even the ones I did solve quick, I didn't remember, I just solved them. They just ended up not being hard. So I just want to be as transparent as possible. I try really, really hard not to be using a guide as I play through a playthrough like this. But if I have to pull something up to read off of, I will try to tell you so that we know when I'm using a picture on the side, other monitor, and when I'm not using a picture. So in this case, I used a map, but I solved the Moragi boxes on my own. But I had the solution, the Through Lantern Light and Sketches Cast and Hamahan and na. That's on the other screen, and I just read it out to you as we solved puzzles. Anyway, that's what I did. I'll see you next time. We're so close to done. So close. Almost made it. Have a good day. Bye.